This is a Bibliomotion audiobook produced and distributed by Gildan Media in partnership with Bibliomotion. The Evolution of a Corporate Idealist, When Girl Meets Oil, by Christine Bader, read by Rose Itzcovitz, with prologue and epilogue read by the author. We hope you enjoy this program.
Prologue. New Haven, Girl Meets Oil. Big Oil and I got together in the summer of 1999. It all started a few months earlier in a packed lecture hall in New Haven, Connecticut. John Browne, chief executive of what was then British Petroleum, came to deliver a speech about his ambitious plans to reduce the company's greenhouse gas emissions. Browne had recently broken ranks with his oil titan peers to become the first head of a major energy company to acknowledge the reality of climate change and urge action. I was a first-year MBA student at Yale, wondering whether I would find inspiration in the private sector after years of working in government and nonprofits and observing the power of business from the outside. After college, I did a year of community service with City Year, the AmeriCorps program. I got to know the corporate sponsors who donated money and goods and sent employees out to mentor and serve with us. Then I was a teaching fellow in community service at Phillips Academy Andover in Massachusetts, organizing students from that well-endowed prep school to work with residents of Lawrence. Lawrence is a city that was a bustling textile producer in the late 1800s that had become one of the poorest cities in the state. I worked in the New York City mayor's office, where companies were wooed for their jobs and tax revenues. Something dawned on me. Many companies were making positive contributions to society, but at the same time, some of them were creating the conditions that made their generosity necessary in the first place. The poor neighborhoods I worked in had been devastated by the loss of industry. Their pain was made worse as the tax base dwindled and school quality declined. In some cases, businesses' negative impacts were much more direct. Companies polluted. They lobbied to replace a public garden with a parking lot. They failed to hire anyone from the community they'd moved into. The influence of business intrigued me. Who are these company executives? How and why do they get to decide whether a community thrives or falters? I had ignored the corporate recruiters on my college campus. My parents both worked in business, but growing up, I had no idea what that meant. Every morning, I saw my dad put on his suit and my mom wiggle into her nude pantyhose, and both of them leave for the overcrowded New York City subway. After my sister and I had dinner with...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?